Oh, man. Were there any emergencies or rocky moments that happened during the last convention that, I mean, I didn't see anything go wrong. Everything went on without a hitch, but was there like any kind of rocky moments that might have happened while the convention was going on?
There's always rocky moments. And, you know, I liken it to the Wizard of Oz, you know, ignore the man behind the curtain is pulling all the levers and stuff's on fire and he's trying to, you know, that's what every show will tell you. You know, we had one thing that kind of made its way out of the curtain and affected the con. You know, we had a scheduling conflict, like they had overbooked the venue for some reason on one of the days. And so one of the panel rooms, two of the panel rooms, all of a sudden were booked on a particular day. And I think it was Saturday. And so we couldn't use it for the whole day. So you think about how many panels were taking place hour by hour by hour in two panel rooms. And this was last minute. We had to cancel, you know, half a dozen to a dozen panels just on the spot because they came to us and they were just like, you know, and you know, we're partners with them and we want to be good clients and they want to be, you know, good, you know, stewards and you know, so, you know, it's like a week beforehand, it's too late to change the schedule, do any of that kind of stuff. And it's like, you know, we got our dates mixed up, you know, they're on the calendar. There was some mix up between who wrote them in, but you know, there's nothing we can do. So for those people, it was a very disappointing situation that, you know, they come to the con, they're ready to do, they've done their presentation, they gathered up their folks, they're ready to do it. And then we're kind of like, you know, we don't even have a place to put you because of this scheduling conflict. So that was probably the only, I have gotten in the habit of not trying to overmanage the con, which minimizes more of the on fire moments that have happened historically with the convention. I'll give you an example. First year, we didn't really know what Blerdcon was going to be. We didn't know what it was going to look like. We didn't know what the audience or the community response, you know, we this year one. So we're throwing the kitchen sink at the convention. And if we could just have this one little kiosk where this thing is happening and we could put, you know, we're going to put a bunch of money in it. We're going to put a bunch of planning in it. And it's going to be this really cool thing. And it's going to be, you know, we're going to do this. And then the audience is going to do that. And then foot traffic is going to go here. And they're going to turn their head slightly to the right. And then they're going to be amazed. And and, you know, a whole lot of these little overmanaged, overhyped things that we were expecting to have happen that people really weren't all that excited about. And the stuff they got excited about was this little spontaneous thing that happened in a space that we just let sit, like a physical space and a programming space where we didn't overplan it and we just let something just organically happen. Ended up being the thing that people were losing their stuff about. Like, oh, a DJ wants to set up over in that corner. What do you want to do, Hilton? Just let him set up and play. I'm thinking about this overmanaged thing over here I gotta work on, and then people were like, yo, there was this DJ who was in this room and it was the most amazing thing. And I'm like, but this thing over here that I put all this energy into, they're like, you know, we saw it was cool, whatever.
Are you sure you don't want to check out the bacon pancake station? Like,
the bacon pancakes, come on, it's bacon in a pancake, you know? So it's I have learned to say my job as a con runner is to try and create the framework for organic, cool stuff to happen. I put the food trucks there, the people will go to the food trucks, and I will let the magic happen without my hands on it. If I put the DJ over here and just let them play, people are going to come and they're going to do the bus stop and they're going to do the electric slide and they're going to do the Cupid shuffle, and they don't need me to organize it. And all right, we're going to do electric slide, people. Come gather around. We're stepping to the right in 3, 2, white people watch me. We're going, no, we don't have to do any of that. It's just in us to just spontaneously happen. So we didn't have, I think Blerdcon 2019 was our third iteration. We had kind of gotten it down to a science. I'm the one that's freaking out. My team is cool. Talk to any member of my team. If you ever get there, a lot of them are introverts, so that, you know, you won't get them on a show like this. But like Hilton is running around losing his shit most of the time in the weeks leading up to the cons. And we're like, we got it. It's cool. Don't worry about it. And I'm the one going, but what about, and did you think about, and I just like, you know what? Just let me back away. Just let it happen. Get out the way. And that was 2019, man. You know, you saw that party.
Yeah.
The party was live.
Were you at the party?
It was live, yeah.
I wasn't.
You talking about DJ Senpai's party?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On Saturday night.
Yeah, it was live.
2,000 people in the room.
I
ain't playing that.
Yeah, I was about to say, are you guys gonna do that again this year? So that's not gonna happen, right? Or is that it?
Well, interesting that you should ask. The answer is actually yes, but it's a very, very new, crispy, squeaky dinner plate. Yes, because what we were planning to do, and I don't want to get too deep in the weeds with this, was to put the parties outside. Mm-hmm. And I had been going back and forth with the city and with all the stakeholders that are like, okay, what about noise? Do we need generators for power? And what's happening in the state of Virginia is on June 15th, the governor is lifting all COVID restrictions, assuming that the infection rates and hospitalizations and all that stuff go down. That's everything. Everything's back to 100%.
Yep.
So we no longer have the state mandate reason to move the party outside from inside. And you might say, oh, but inside is going to be a little less safe than it would be outside. Mm-hmm. And it's actually going to be a wash, and here's why. Because there is no mask mandate outside. Right. So people will be maskless outside. So if you put 1,500 people up against each other at a party outside, yelling and talking and singing and all this stuff, you know, you're outside, and outside is generally better than inside. Yeah. But without masks, you're not really, you know, it's kind of evening out. But inside, we have a mask mandate. So with the masks on inside, you are not screaming in people's faces and all the stuff that you normally do without a mask, you know. So we are going to be doing that, it looks like. And we're probably going to do something really cool and creative, like a glow party, you know, UV light. Yes. Kills a lot of bacteria and viral particles and stuff. And so I want that thing looking like I want you to walk in and look like that scene in Belly where
Belly.
So if you got dandruff, you got to work on that, because it's gonna. If you got flakes, bro, you come into that party.
Don't wear no black tees. Don't wear any black tees. You know, you go.
Get your head wrapped. Keep your hat on. Don't no flakes. Brush your shoulders off before you walk in.
Brush that coat
gonna get you.
Yeah, that's a vicious idea. Like with the lights and everything, that's a fantastic idea. Hey guys, check out Co-Play Media on Spotify and DC Radio 96.3 HD4 on Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. for all your anime talk, video games, and everything important to the Black nerd community.
And don't forget to check out our website and our YouTube channel for the special guest interviews with some of your favorite anime voice actors in anime.
Get you some real talk, get you some information to the streets.
No crazy feedback.
No craziness.